Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to EGFC Season 5. We are on week number 6 now. George Overton here, joined by Matt Hayho, and we're here for the first game of the day, which will be George Washington University versus Howard University. Well, George Washington, it's not been the greatest of starts to the season for them, but as we come towards the winter break, maybe a chance for them to get some points today.
Yeah, every week it's a tough week, because we've got a limited amount of teams this year compared to previous seasons. So, the games come thick and fast, and yeah, there's kind of not necessarily massive gaps in between the different teams, but there are gaps forming in the league table at the moment.
Yeah, very true. We can see, as we'll have those league predictions, those league standards updated for you as soon as we can. But yeah, we've seen the scores, we've seen the way things have gone so far this season, and it seems like the new teams in the league are actually taking more of a foothold than the returning teams, which is very interesting to see. But we can come over here and have a quick look at our head-to-head between the Revolutionaries and the Bison. Very nice. But yeah, we've seen George Washington, we've seen the way they played last week, which was an improvement on, or sorry, not last week. Yeah, last week was a difficult one for them against Montana State. Previous week against Connecticut, we really need to see them take a bounce back here. But Howard, with their win over Connecticut last week, they're looking strong. They're looking, honestly, strongest team in the league as of right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd agree with you there. Howard University definitely looking like the team to beat at the moment. They're on a great win streak. They've been playing well week in, week out. Yeah, it's difficult to see sort of past them as to who's going to be the team to top the table come the end of the season. And like we were discussing earlier before the broadcast, that we're creeping up on the winter break already. We haven't got that long to go now. Until then, we've just got 3 weeks left now. I think you said earlier, so we are creeping towards that mid-season already, and yeah, time is really flying in this season already.
Yeah, it really is. We are fastly approaching that break, and a chance for teams to maybe give themselves an opportunity to improve their skills over the break. Take a little bit of a rest from all the competitive matches. Obviously, go and play some online seasons, stuff like that. Get to grips with the game a little bit better, and come back and show off what you've improved on. Obviously, we see a lot of passing errors in this FIFA that could be down to the gameplay, but I'd love to see who improves over that winter break, and who knows, maybe we'll even see some new faces.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's kind of a good period of time, isn't it, to kind of relearn everything, like you say, and we do see passing errors this FIFA or EAFC. Like you say, is that down to the gameplay itself? Is that down to the individual players? It's kind of a tough one to say, really, because we see it happen so often in so many games. And I know yourself and myself, we've experienced it. You experience it firsthand, whether it's in weekend league, whether it's in division rivals or whatever, or whether you play online friendlies as well. So it's one of those that using that time wisely could prove to be key come the end of the season, because we've got that big winter break, and when you come back, if you can hit a great run of form, win the majority of those games in the second half of the season, you could really turn your fortunes around.
Yeah, very true indeed. But unfortunately, the game has still yet to be streamed by the team, so we are just waiting for them to get into the lobby and stuff. So we're going to throw it to a very quick break while we do so, and then once we return, we'll be back with George Washington University versus Howard University. Go grab yourselves a drink. We'll be back very shortly.
Yo, Smoke. This one's Fuego.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EGFC Season 5, Week 6. I do apologise for the delays. We're here for this game between George Washington and Howard University. George Washington had some difficulties getting the stream up, so that was the reason for the delay. But we are here and now ready to go. George Washington in the... Oh, well, there's the first goal going the way of Howard. I was about to say George Washington at Paris Saint-Germain and Howard are Barcelona, but there's already been a goal, and you could see it on the score lines. Howard going 1-0 up early on.
Yeah, and we said in the introduction to the broadcast that Howard are very much the team to beat, and George Washington are kind of yet to get going this season. And already, just like that, it's kind of come to light straight away that that is kind of how it's going to be at the moment. Again, Howard University won the up really early on.
I don't want to be harsh, but these are our defending champions, and they're just getting absolutely demolished. There's another one. 8 minutes in, 2 goals. You've got to feel a bit sorry for George Washington, but Howard are on an absolute tear, and Roberto Lewandowski with the goal.
Yeah, Lewandowski, clinical finisher, and yeah, at this rate, it could be quite a long evening for the George
That's
Washington
pen.
team. It's a penalty. It could be a
Oh
red, it's
dear.
just a yellow.
Oh.
It is getting grim out there. If this goes in, it's saved. There we go. Something to cheer about finally. But yeah, we're only 11 minutes in. It's 2-0, and we've had a penalty where we could have had a potential red card as well. So yeah, it's all happening right now.
Everything is happening right now, and we'll have to see what they can produce from this free kick. It's going to be taken. Whipped in. Oh, finger hit the post there. Bounces out, cleared away. That was very close to being a goal.
Yeah, it's just one of those at the moment where Howard University, they seem to be relentless as well, let's say, because, they're just demolishing opponents. Lovely little flip-flap there. It's a good challenge, though. And Colin Mawani, can he get to build anything? No, he can't. Just really lazily given away there up front. And PSG really need to start stringing a few passes together. Don't really want to be playing lofted passes in the middle of the field. The switch of play comes out, and Alday's just going to easily win that header. Ferran Torres off to Frankie de Jong. Ferran Torres bursting through. There could be a chance here for a third. A good challenge this time. Doesn't give away the penalty.
Doesn't. Falls down to Lewandowski. Great save from the Italian international Gianluigi Donnarumma. But honestly, you're starting to feel a little bit like there's just going to be more and more chances going the way of Howard. And Carlo Ramos on the ball, bringing it through, looks to play the ball through, but never really on. Too many defenders in the way. Ugart to Soler, played out wide towards Ousmane Dembele in the box, whips it to the back post, but it was never on. No one was home. Headed back down to Ramos, and Mbappe with a shot. Great save from ter Stegen as the pause comes out, and that was a great opportunity though to bring George Washington back into it. More of the same, and who knows, maybe we can see them get a goal back.
Yeah, really good build up there, George Washington. Yeah, a few decision-making errors, shall we say? A few passes that aren't on across that, was never really going to find its intended target. So, just got to fine-tune some of that decision-making from George Washington. And, they've proved they're still in this game. It is very early on, but, they're showing a bit of promise as well.
They are indeed. They are showing promise on the attacking end, but we need to see if they can do the defensive duties here. João Felix to Lewandowski. Great save once again from Donnarumma, but the rebound header from Lewandowski, that'll be 3. And it is looking like a very good start to this series for Howard. 3-0. Great start for them. But George Washington, they're going to be so disappointed that 3 goals already. That is not a record that anybody wants to concede, and there could be a 4th. Rafinha, power shot, beautiful finish, and that will be 4, and that might already be the game.
Yeah, it's tough to see a way back here. Howard University, every time they go forward, just seem to be putting the ball in the back of the net. And yeah, like you said, George Washington, defending champions from last year. I know that there's been some roster changes. Not the same set of players that won the series last year, but yeah, at the moment it's looking like Howard are going to be the team to potentially get one hand on the trophy already. They just look absolutely unbeatable right now.
Yeah, absolutely unbeatable. There might be another chance cleared away by Marquinhos. And Dembele playing it through the middle. Koundé receives it. Araujo, Baldi. Now Frankie de Jong lovely pass into João Felix, great control, ball roll, scoop turn, not ball roll, scoop turn, ball roll into the shot, and then just wide of the post. Great opportunity, but unfortunately not going to be goal number 5. You got to feel like it's coming, but they are going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's definitely one-way traffic at the moment, isn't it? It's all Howard University, George Washington. You know, they had one half good chance, but yeah, it really has been one way. And I honestly think Howard University are just looking like the team to beat. They're just on fire. You know, going forward, they're great. They're not giving up too many chances defensively as well. They've looked comfortable at the back, and it's difficult to say really to kind of throw some positives out in that first half for George Washington. It all started in the 4th minute, 3rd minute, and it has just continued since. They had the one half chance, but Ter Stegen, made a decent save. Wasn't really stretching too far for that one, but yeah, it's all Howard University at the moment.
Yeah, it really is. All Howard. Now the question is there going to be a second half, recovery chat from the manager? Are they going to try and bring themselves back into this one with a few changes, maybe tactics change? But I don't think it's really that deep. I think that right now, Howard are just the better players on paper. And, we can talk about tactics and, 71 depth, playing a 5 at the back formation, 3 at the back, whatever you want to talk about. But when it comes down to it, it is the skill that will win you games in FC24. And so far, there could be a 5th. Lovely little ball roll, but Hakimi with a tackle. And there could still be a chance for Torres straight into the wall. And trying to play it out from the back when you're under so much pressure, it's going to cause problems.
Yeah, it's tough to play out from the back when you're playing against a player who is just kind of superior in skill, I suppose. You don't want to kind of write off the game, but it is clearly quite obvious that one team is better than the other. This Barcelona side as well, playing fantastically well. I don't know if Barcelona and PSG have played in recent times against each other in real life, but Barca, maybe not the team they used to be. They are having a pretty good season, but not the team that they used to be with the Xavi and Iniesta and Puyol years. And PSG obviously lost Neymar in this transfer into the Saudi league. So, both teams in real life maybe not as strong as they used to be, and the same goes with in FC24. They've definitely weakened teams from last year.
Yeah, very true indeed. Chance, well defended once again, but again, playing out from the back, it's just not working right now. Maybe need to be a little bit more patient. Good tackle from Marquinhos. Does need to be careful. Is on a yellow card. And now Ousmane Dembele can look to go down that wing, but not too much room for him. Misplayed pass once again. Pedri able to capitalise and regain possession for his team. Now it's Rafinha with some R1 dribbling. Gives it to Lewandowski, and it's simple as that. It is 5 inside the 63rd minute. A fantastic finish from the Polish striker. But I think all of the play came through Rafinha with that R1 dribbling, that close control, lovely stuff. And now there is really no way back into this first leg for George Washington.
Yeah, the R1 dribbling there, the close control, skill dribble, whatever you want to call it. Really, really effective there. And, just put to great practice and put it on a plate for Lewandowski to tuck that one away. And yeah, just again, Howard University showing, their superior skill in this game. And it's not just, using skill dribble or getting to the byline and cutting back or doing skill moves or doing skill dribbling. It's kind of a bit of everything, really, and it's all coming together pretty well for them.
Yeah, Utgar on the ball now. Mbappe to Dembele. Baldi with the interception just about manages to get it back for his team. Now João Cancelo for Barcelona, for Howard, looking for a 6th. Lewandowski gets it for the hat-trick. No, denied by the Italian goalkeeper. Once again, keeping his side down to just 5 goals. Just. And as the 75th minute comes in, just 15 minutes remain. 15 minutes for a chance for George Washington to maybe get one back in it.
Yeah, you'd like to see them get at least a goal. That's something then you can maybe work on for the second leg, and maybe it is a case of they've just got to go out and try and win the second leg, or even just win a half or something. Just just put up a little bit of fight. They've not given up, but they haven't really produced anything to trouble Howard University here, and Howard University are just dominant in this game, and they deserve this lead.
Yeah, they really do. Lewandowski on the ball. Manages to keep the ball for a little while, but gets dispossessed for a good tackle, and the chance might come here for Barcelona. João Felix, very nice, but unfortunately couldn't quite manage to get past the goalkeeper. Maybe a fake shot there would have spreaded it past Donnarumma, but you never know. The Italian goalkeeper, very versatile, very fast on his feet. Lovely pass. Lewandowski, is this the sixth? No. Well defended. No, maybe not well defended. Maybe just a little bit of a miscued shot.
Yeah, I mean they're doing all right. George Washington, they obviously conceded 5 goals and are kind of down and out in this game, but not given up. They've kept on defending. Yeah, there was a good chance there to play through that offside trap.
Yeah, the offside trap came out, and I think it was Kolo Muani who definitely has enough pace to get through that gap. But unfortunately couldn't quite make it happen. Dembele now, though, bursts past one defender, gets past Baldi, needs to find some teammates, whipped into the area, all the way to the back post, and it's Goncalo Ramos with the acrobatical finish. He is onside.
I thought he'd wasted that. I thought he was just going to head it in. At first, I thought the keeper was going to claim the cross. Then I thought he'd missed the chance because he should have just headed it straight in. And in the end, though, we do get a goal for George Washington. If we were playing last goal wins, they'd be well chuffed about that.
Yeah, they would. They very much would be. But unfortunately, it is not the last goal that wins here in EGFC. It is a culmination of all of them over 2 legs. But George Washington have got one back. 4 goal is a deficit going into game number 2. So there's still a chance. And I hear that we are going to be able to see a change of player for George Washington in the second game. Mac Horton will be taking the stage. So last season's champion, last season's winner, their star player, you could say, going up against the thriving opposition of Howard University. It could be absolutely anybody's game.
It could be, that goal, it's not necessarily crucial to get back, but, they've got something on the board now, George Washington. So, at 5-1, never say never. We've seen some crazy comebacks in our times, and maybe, just maybe, this could be one of them.
Just maybe, just maybe it could be one of them. But yeah, a great start to this broadcast. 5-1, a massive scoreline. You love to see it. The question is, can George Washington get back into it? We will have to see, and we'll have to throw it to a quick break before we can get into that next game. So, go grab yourselves a drink, hydrate yourself, and we'll be back in a few moments' time.